Hey everybody, I just have a quick video for you today. A lot of you have questions about how to snip the dies properly. So to snip your dies, you will need a flush cutter. I'm using the one from Xuron, which is what we sell on snapandcrop.com, and a lot of people have been really happy with those. Anyway, so when you get your dies, you may see these little tabs like on these scallop mats here, and this pumpkin set has the same thing except they're really tiny. So if you see any of these really thin lines that are between different dies, that is what you need to snip. So I'm going to just show you real quick how to snip them. So the flush cutters have a flat side, and I apologize that the video is kind of blurry. I had trouble focusing on some of the parts in this video. So you take the flat part and you put it right on the edge of the die here, and then press it and it'll clip it. It goes by really fast. So here I'm doing it again. Put the flat part right up against the edge of the die and just cut off the thin little part. Don't actually cut into the die itself where the thicker part starts. Just cut off the thin little pieces here. Alright, so you're going to get your pieces separated like here. And then I just need to cut those little pieces off, and you may want to look away or wear some goggles or something like that because they will fly. So just so you know, when you're using the flush cutters, they will spring pretty far, and you can see it goes out of the frame of the video here. So just take your time. I got that one to just land on the table. So you may just want to take your time and just cut them very carefully if you're worried about them flying off and hitting someone in the eye. Alright, so the scallop mat was pretty easy. So after you clip your dies, you may have these tiny little tabs left over, and if it bugs you to have them, you can shave them down with some kind of shaver tool. Alright, so on the pumpkin ones, you'll see that they're very tiny here, and you could keep dies like this attached if you wanted to, but if you want to separate them, those pieces are meant to be separated. So just take your time. I did it on the edge of the pumpkin. I apologize, that part was a little blurry, but you can see there's little tabs left over. You could shave them down if you want. And again, you want to definitely make sure that you cut off these little short ones because they will really hurt if they poke you. I know from experience, if you don't clip them off, they will hurt you later. And you can see the pumpkin, I left the little vine pieces on, so if there's ever little pieces, you're welcome to leave them on if you want to, or clip them off if that's better. Alright, a lot of confusion comes in with things like the alphabet dies and the number dies, and there are these tiny little tabs in between them. They're really small, and again, you could keep these attached if you wanted to, but that is the part you clip off if you want them separated. And I do recommend, this is the number set. If you have the alphabet set, I do think you need to clip them because the dies won't work very well together if you keep them attached. So I use the same directions as before. Basically with these ones, you have to clip right in the middle because you don't have a lot of space, and then I go through and cut off the end pieces. Alright, what you do not want to do is you do not cut each letter. It's just the little thin parts that separate the two rows. If you try to clip it, first of all, it won't cut very well, and if you do successfully cut through it, it probably will be ruined. So do not cut in between those spaces. Anywhere that is thick on your die is not meant to be cut. Just the tiny thin little tabs like I showed you, but everything else stays together. So in the end, you should have two separate dies like this, and with the alphabet you would have more rows. So we designed them so they're in little rows like you see here. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned how to properly clip your dies from this video. Again, you can get this little die snip tool on our site, snapandcrop.com, and a lot of people really like it. Very handy tool to have. Alright, I'll see you next time.